Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. We're going to talk about something really interesting. So sorry if I do look the same. I record all my content on Sundays because I have so much to do during the week. So this is a lot easier for me to do it this way. So please forgive me. Hopefully as I get more time, I'll do like more content days. But right now I only have one day to record content, and that is Sunday. So I'm only doing my stuff on Sunday, and then I edit throughout the week, and then I try to upload that on YouTube so it can at least like have content on YouTube, because I want to do that for myself. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about another topic today that's really important to me, which is my weight. Okay, oh gosh, oh my goodness, yes, let's talk about my weight for a second. So we're still in June, right? So 6 months have gone in. Earlier in the year, I had started vlogging about like my weight loss, like doing the whole vegan thing for 6 weeks, which I did. It was good. It wasn't even that bad. It was not that bad. But like I've been thinking, and I've been journaling. I should say that I have been journaling, and part of one of my journals that I do have, because I have journals for so many topics. You guys, I write for everything. But ultimately, I have a journal for my lip glosses. I have a journal for Linga Lashes 2.0. I have a journal for the B palette. I have a Beyonce journal. I have a Nigeria journal. I have a weight loss fitness journal that I will get up and show you guys very soon. But ultimately, when I write and I write and I write, when I think about everything that I want, as far as like business is concerned, finances are concerned, growth of the brand, get into a place where I can start to rehire people again, finding a warehouse, especially in Virginia, because I will be moving to Virginia, finding a warehouse in Virginia, like all the stuff that I want, you guys, it's good to ask God for money. Like it really is. It's good to ask God for growth. But like one thing that is really, really important also is to be healthy. Like you have to be healthy. Like you think about it and you say to yourself, like, what's the point of having everything you want if you're not healthy? Like seriously, like what's the point of having all this stuff and you're not healthy? You know what I'm saying? Like I am not at a healthy weight. I don't even know how much I weigh. Now, I'm not going to say I don't care about how much I weigh, because you should care about how much you weigh so you don't go off the rails for real, but like right now, I don't know. I'm probably 220 or more, right? Now, it doesn't feel like it because all the training I did before, I grew muscle mass, so it doesn't look like it. Like even on camera, like even when I edit, like I don't even look that big on camera. Even when I do edit, I'm like, girl, it's giving fantasy realness, right? And plus, I know how to contour my nose also. So, like, it helps a lot because my nose is a dead giveaway when I put on some weight. But I was writing. And then so one thing I was thinking about was like, it's really important for me to show up at my best, right? To show up at my best. Like, I need to be at my best self. Like, not just physically to wear nice clothes, even though I ain't going to say no to that, right? But mentally, I need to be mentally fit. Like when I think about all the things I want, my health has to be a priority, because God's not going to bless you with something that's going to deteriorate your health, your mindset, et cetera, et cetera. So it's like for the stuff I'm asking for God, like I really need to be healthy again, right? And so one thing I have decided to do starting like this week is to go back to the gym. But the way I'm going to do it this time around that's really, really different. Instead of focusing on the scale, right? One thing I do miss when it comes to working out, is how fast I used to run. You guys, I was out here running. Like seriously and legitimately, I was truly out here running. Like I was running like I was a professional runner. Like it's unbelievable. I went from being like so big, so slow, so sluggish, depressed, like obese, like mortally obese, right? To running 6 miles a day, right? And so one thing, and that's something I really miss. Like I don't like being the skinny stuff. I mean, I guess that's kind of cute, but I don't miss that stuff as much. Like I miss my endurance. Like I miss how I used to have so much endurance. I used to be like, I used to have so much endurance. Like I really, really, really miss it. And so one of the challenges that I have for myself, right, is I want to be able to run 100 miles. Nick Bayer did that. Like he ran 100 miles, but he did it like really fast though. But I want to probably give myself 45 days. How's that sound? Yeah. Okay, no, maybe that's too much. No, give myself 45 days, right? Let's do this. I want to give myself 45 days to run 100 miles. So you can do as many miles as you want in a day and just add it up, right? Like that's going to be one of my challenges. And like, so every Sunday, when I sit here to record every Sunday, I will give you an update as to how many miles I ran for the week. I'm not going to, I'm going to try to eat better though. I really am, because I eat like foolishness. And the reason for that, because I had to, you have to look at this stuff from a psychological space, right? When it comes to eating, I really have turned into an emotional eater. It wasn't like that before. Before I was an emotional starver. I think like in my 20s, when I used to stress, I would just not eat. So I would lose weight. I would lose weight so fast because I just wouldn't eat. So I would just lose weight. Like Columbus was so bad. Like Columbus, you could even see like my clavicles. Like I look famished. It was so bad, right? And now in my 30s, I overeat. Like I'm an emotional eater. Like when I stress, I eat. I'm sad, I eat. I have anxiety, I eat. I'm happy, I eat. Like I'm always stuffing my face with food, because of stress. And so I've been having this conversation with myself, and I've been writing about it in my journal too. But it's like, if I'm an emotional eater because of anxiety, because of stress, then somewhere, deep down somewhere, right, is due to lack of faith. Does that make sense? Because if you have faith that everything is going to be okay, you're not going to overeat. But instead, you're going to get prepared for a big opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And that's so true. Because if you were like, okay, so because people are saying that Beyonce is coming back with a new album called Renaissance. I live for it. We saw all the pictures from Vogue. Oh gosh, oh my gosh. My favorite, oh gosh, the pink one. I like pink, so I'm very biased there. I like the pink one. That's my first one. My second favorite, on the horse, the picture on the horse. The third, all gold one, because it's giving B palette. But so like all that, like the photo shoot with Vogue, everybody talking about Renaissance coming out, it led me to go back to Netflix. And to watch the Homecoming. The Netflix Homecoming special really played a huge part in you guys, like all of us having the B palette today. Like the B palette is a moment because of the Netflix special, because Beyonce is phenomenal. Like Beyonce is so phenomenal. I was like, I gotta have a Beyonce palette. And look how long it took for it to come to life. But I was like, I gotta have a Beyonce palette. This is crazy. Like this lady, her work ethic, Jesus. And it was so funny because when I was watching Homecoming all over again, I started to relive my anxiety. Because when I designed the B palette, right, it was like, this is something Beyonce's gonna have. Like, this is something Beyonce's gonna have in her bathroom. This is something Beyonce's gonna have in her makeup kit. This is something Beyonce's gonna take on tour. This is gonna be in Beyonce's house. I mean, matter of fact, even Baby Blue might play with the B palette, right? So I was like, oh no, you have to take this seriously. And if you probably don't know this, but a lot of these huge houses like Louis Vuitton, Balenciaga, right, Chanel, right, they have the prestige, Christian Louboutin, because they design or create for like royalty, top of the top. Like Louis Vuitton, he was le maletier. The people who create the suitcases. So he was a maletier for the wife of Napoleon IV. Napoleon IV happened to be the last emperor of France, right? So and this lady, as you can assume, she's the queen of France, right? So Napoleon, I guess, great daughter-in-law, whatever. You can only imagine the opulence. Like, imagine the opulence, okay? And so he had to create suitcases that were of great quality, durable, waterproof, like for her dresses, so that the queen's dresses would not get damaged. I'm like, do you imagine like the stress? Oh my gosh, like probably a dress was like $1 million. You know what I'm saying? And she puts that in her suitcase and it gets ruined. They're not gonna come and chop your head off. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my gosh. Like I'm starting to like, I'm just, oh gosh, I can't breathe, right? Balenciaga, like he was designing for this very, very rich Spanish woman in Spain. And because of her stature, like this is like high bourgeoisie, high nobility. So I guess like she knew like the Queen of Spain. So then he started designing for all that circle. Like what? You know, like something goes wrong with this dress, they could have you sent to prison. You know, so it's a very, very serious, like even Christian Louboutin, like, you know, his, like one of his biggest clients was like Grace of Monaco, you know, like Grace of Monaco. Oh my gosh. Like I would just pass out. Like, oh, blue, you know, like I would pass out. Oh my gosh. Ah! You know, like, oh, you know, like, I don't know. I would just freak out, you know, even Guerlain, the perfume house also. Oh no, let's not talk about him. Like, I mean, these people created for like the richest people of society. You know what I'm saying? So that's the same seriousness. Like, you might not believe it, but if you have the palette, I'm sure you can attest to that. But the way I design my stuff, even Nigeria too, like the Nigeria palette, that one, I'm going to make videos also where Nigeria is like my background. I'm waiting to get more stuff, right? But like the Nigeria palette too, like it's meant for like these rich Nigerian women, like those billionaires like Auntie Fulo, Auntie Mo, like all these rich Nigerian women. Like, yeah, that's who it's for, okay? But it's like when you design for rich people that can have anything, everything, and also it's not like anybody commissioned me to design for Beyonce, like child. But I just, like, you know, like I said, like, don't wait for somebody to call you, right? Act as if you're being called. So I elected myself, okay? Nobody told me to design for Beyonce, like, whatever. But I elected myself to create something, a beauty product that's, like, worthy of her. And let's say, like, what if, like, one day she even, like, comes up with her own makeup line? Like, she might see my work and be like, you know what? You get it. Like, I want to hire you. Like, sometimes you have to create your own opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be that by God's grace, it could be like the B palette like morphs into a really huge brand. Or it could also be that like, it's like a business card for me. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm open to anything. Like, if it morphs into a big brand, like they say in Arabic, alhamdulillah. You know what I'm saying? If it also turns into like being a business card that gets me on Beyonce's design team for her makeup brand, alhamdulillah. Either way, I win. Okay, I win either way, so I'm not losing over here. So like I took it very, very seriously, as if I was truly designing for Beyonce, and as if she was truly going to have this in her house, like, you know, like the way, like just like I'm like, imagine Beyonce's bathroom, but I can't even imagine. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen that kind of money to even imagine, like, you know, what does Beyonce's bathroom look like? Is it even a bathroom? Or is it like a spaceship? You know what I mean? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what does it look like? But nonetheless, like, the B palette has to fit in that. It has to look like it belongs. And so when I was watching Homecoming, I started to relive the stress, because this woman she's such a perfectionist. Like, her work ethic is so intense, right? It is so intense. I started to relive the intensity, because I'm like, the way I approached this whole B thing, it was, even for me, I was drained. I was like, working like Beyonce, hey, you could end up in a mental asylum. Like, this is a lot. This woman is a lot. And if she was dark skinned, her work ethic probably would have ruined her reputation, because she would have been called all kinds of B words, all kind of this and this and this and that. But I guess because she's light skinned, people praise it, right? Because I have that kind of work ethic too. And trust me, it's not embraced. You know, people get so upset at you. Like, I'm like, what the heck? What have I done? But anyways, right? So I started to relive that stress. But I was like, you know, knowing that she had Coachella, and it was delayed because she got pregnant. So she comes a year later to Coachella. But just how she takes stuff seriously, like her music, choreography, and like losing weight, you know, and like having her body in shape, not just to look good in her clothes, because that's part of her performing. Beyonce has to be attractive, right? Beyonce has to be attractive. Doja Cat has to be attractive. Sierra has to be attractive. You know, like all the girls who perform, they have to be attractive because that's their currency, their sex appeal, their pretty, their gorgeousness. Like, it's part of their sex appeal. I don't care what nobody says. It is their currency. Okay, nobody would be checking for these girls if they were not serving all of this. Okay, and they serve it well. So go ahead, Beyonce looks fabulous, right? And so I started telling myself, like, you know, like, because I've never done this. I've done it for other people, right? But you guys, I would love, I would so love to have photo shoots for me. Like, I would love to have photo shoots for my brand, like all my brands, and I would love to be the main girl. Like, I really would. Like, I would, not all the time, but I would love to have some pictures of me, right? I want to shoot with great photographers. Like, years ago, we shot with Marcelo Cantu, and the thing that is so crazy about that, I wanted to shoot with Marcelo Cantu for the longest. I remember back in the day when he was in New York, he was only charging like $150, child, and I used to call Dolapo all the time, like, Dolapo, I'll shoot with this guy, I'll shoot with this guy. And when it finally happened, like when we could actually shoot with him, I gave that opportunity to somebody else. I gave it to James Charles and Luna, so they shot it. Maybe I'll put the picture here somewhere. And it was for the launch of our baby mats, because I didn't think I was pretty enough, or I wasn't confident enough to be on camera. So I gave that opportunity to other people, right? You know, but I was like, you know what, like, I would love to shoot with Marcelo again, but this time let it be me. There's Marcelo I want to shoot with. There's Jordan Liberty I want to shoot with. There is my girl Julia. I want to shoot with Julia also. Oh my gosh, there's this other guy. He shoots for Morphe. Like, he takes really nice pictures. Like, you know, there's all these like great photographers. Even Domo. There's Domo Shot Me. He's out in DC. Shout out to Domo. You know, but there's all these great photographers that I would love to shoot with. You know, like visuals I want to create, and I truly want to be part of that. Like, I want to be part of that because I've worked so hard. Like, I've worked so hard, and sometimes like the work it puts a toll on me that causes me to not have enough sleep, to not eat properly, to be so stressed. You guys, the stress is so real because I always strive for the best. I always strive for the best of the best of the best. And when you strive for the best, it ain't cheap. Like, you know, sometimes you'd be like, Marlene, you need to act according to your level, right? But I can't do that. Like, I don't know how to do that. Like, I truly feel like I've lived before, and I feel like when I lived before, if I was not a very rich woman, I was definitely catering to very rich people because my taste is just expensive, period. You know what I'm saying? It's just period. And plus, it's like when you have a brand, like when you have brands, especially beauty brands, but any brands, you know, you want your brands to be aspirational. You want your brands to be lifestyle brands. You want people to buy into your brands, right? So you definitely have to reflect that, right? And so the way I've been taking care of my body, like the way I eat, the way I stress, the way I overeat, the way I don't sleep as much as I should, the way I stress, like, you know, it's going to cause like harm. It's going to cause delay. So I was like, I really need to get back into the gym, right? But the thing is, like, I was so stressed because I feel like I've always have to be involved. I always have to be there. I always have to do. And I feel like I can't take time to like go work out because then I stress. Oh my gosh, I got to do this. I got to do that. But, you know, watching Homecoming again, watching Beyonce again, I was like, Marlene, you truly need to start taking care of yourself. Right? I really need to start taking care of myself again. I need to really make my health a priority, a serious priority, not just for the sake of aesthetic, but for to like, you know, avoid another crash, avoid another depression, you know, to be mentally fit. And the thing about the brands, it's not just like releasing one product and having all this energy. You know, it really is a marathon. You have to pace yourself. You have to learn you have to learn to have endurance. You truly, truly do. And one person that I do enjoy watching here on YouTube that really motivates me also is Nick Bayer. I love Nick. I love how he's always working out. He runs. And I want to get back into running. I really want to get back into running. At my fastest time, when I was running out here, I had reached a pace of 7 minutes and 30 seconds for a mile. Okay, so that's really where I want to get to. I don't have a body goal, like body weight in mind. I've tried that. It doesn't seem to work for me. I think when I put like a body weight in my head, I think it doesn't work for me. So what I've decided to do this time around, and I feel like I could be dying right now, but it actually feels good. I'm gonna go home and take this makeup off. I have 10 more minutes of cardio. So I do like cardio for 10. Then I work my legs out for 10. And I come back on cardio. Trying to have some nice legs. But I'm so tired. But the good thing about working out though, it forces you to drink a lot of water. It's good for my skin. What's up, family? I didn't feel like going to the gym because I think I did too much yesterday, and I felt like I still feel super exhausted. But I'm just gonna go do my hour, come home, move on with my life, and hate life all over. Part of me doesn't want to do this, but then when I see these beautiful ladies on the gram with those bodies, I'm like, dang, I can't be outside the club. So what I'm doing for this page, I'm following a whole bunch of people that are fit. So go through the people that I follow. If you see anybody that you like, go ahead and follow them. Okay. So the more you follow people that have what you want, I feel like it just motivates you to work harder. So let's just do that. So we're going to the gym and about to sweat. It's, you know, and I've tried weight loss many times. I tried in 2018, even before that. I did it when James was born. I lost weight. I put the weight back on. 2018, I tried to lose weight again. Then I stopped. 2020, I tried again. I did really good, and I stopped. Then I tried a little bit, and I stopped. So 2022, we still have 6 months in the year. So I still, like, I can do something. I can make something happen. And I do want to make something happen for my health, for a health reason. But I want to get back to running. So I said to me, the thing I would do to challenge myself is not so much like, I want to lose 10 pounds in a month. I want to lose this and then that, because setting those kinds of goals, it does not work for me. It really doesn't work for me. So what I said was, I really want to start off by, like, you know, I want to run 100 miles in 45 days. So I'm giving myself 45 days to run 100 miles, and it's up to me. And that's what I'm going to be posting on my Instagram, which is Fit by Lena. You can follow that page. I will start keeping you guys posted starting Monday. Monday is when I'm going to start. Right? But just putting up 100 miles and giving myself 45 days. Now, if I can do it before then, that's awesome. But I want to put 100 miles, right? I want to get back into like running, getting back to running, And the thing about running too, when you start running, when you start to enjoy running, because when you're heavier, it hurts. Your joints, your back, your this, your that, like everything just hurts. Okay? But when it gets to a place, when you get to a place where running actually becomes enjoyable, you burn so much fat. Especially the longer, like, so either you have to go very fast, very quickly, or endurance running, right? If you do a lot of endurance running, you start losing a lot. You start burning a lot of fat, because when you run, your metabolism just gets so much faster. It gets so much faster. So running is something, and being outside, like running outside, is something that I've truly enjoyed. And it has to be part of my diet. Like the way I enjoy journaling, I might even go run tonight, actually. The way I enjoy journaling brings me so much peace. You know what I mean? The way I'm slowly starting to enjoy YouTube again, because the thing with YouTube for me, especially being a girl, like you have to put makeup on, you have to get ready, you got to find clothes, got to put on a wig, got to set up the camera, set up the lighting. There's so much wahala that goes into like doing YouTube. I was like, what the heck? But just telling myself, Marlene, you don't have to record every day. Just pick Sundays, record on Sundays, and then that's it, and then you're done. It's making YouTube enjoyable again. Because before, YouTube felt like a chore. It felt like another thing I had to do. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I already have so much. I have to like get my makeup, sit down and do this and do that. Oh no, you're asking for too much, okay? But just like right now, like sitting down on a Sunday and just recording like 2 to 3 videos in one day, and then I can just pace myself and edit as I go through the week. It's slowly making YouTube enjoyable again. So for that, I'm very grateful. But I'm not going to be able to accomplish my goals the way I want to or fully enjoy reaching my goals if I don't prioritize my health, right? My health definitely has to be a priority. How I eat has to be a priority, even if it's not the first priority, but definitely getting more active, getting into the gym, looking right and looking good. It matters to me, right? It definitely matters to me. I know that you have some people who are very comfortable, and shout out to them, more power to them, being plus size, right? You have people who are very comfortable being plus size or, having like extra weight, whatever, more power to them. That's not me. I am not that person. I don't ever see myself being that person. I'm comfortable when I'm fit. I'm comfortable when I'm lighter. I am comfortable when I'm able to move my body. You know what I'm saying? I am comfortable when I can wear the things that I want to wear. Jimmy was saying, he was like, oh, Marley, I'm going to buy you more clothes and stuff like that because I tend to wear the same stuff, right? And I said to him, it is so nice and it's so sweet. Like, I appreciate that you want to buy me more clothes. But I have clothes. I just can't fit into them. Okay? Like, I have so much clothing. I have so many shoes. I have so many red bottoms. You guys, I have Giuseppe's. I have so much stuff in my closet. You'll be surprised. Y'all, Little Ashley was doing well, y'all. Don't play with me. Right? However, the weight is preventing me from wearing the stuff that I can actually wear. Like, if I was to drop a lot of weight right now, I have an entire closet ready for me. You know what I'm saying? Just like even like these pieces of jewelry that you see, these are old pieces. I just do a really good job of like saving my stuff. And plus I tend to spend a bit more on jewelry, so they tend to last, and then I save my stuff very well. So these are very old pieces. Like this one is from 2012. I bought this when I first started YouTube, and I still have it. Like, I take really good care of my stuff like that. When I care about it, I take really good care of it. You understand? So as I think about the businesswoman that I want to be, as I think about celebrities that I plan to meet and I plan to work with, as I think about campaigns, photo shoot campaigns, as I think about product releases that I want to have in the very near future and for years to come, right? I really think, like, I have to show up the best version of me. You understand? And so this this rebranding, like this building phase, like rebuilding phase that we're doing, that I'm doing, it's not just about money and business, but no, it's a whole. I think when you attack a problem, you have to attack it as a whole. Like, the whole thing needs a revamp, right? Because you can't have a healthy mindset in an unhealthy body. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, right? You can't. And we see this a lot in church. Like, people will preach great sermons, but they'll be like mortally obese. It doesn't make sense. You can't say, like, present your body as a living sacrifice unto the Lord, but you're mortally obese. That doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lack of discipline, right? It's a lack of priority, like knowing how to prioritize your time to make your health a priority. And I can definitely confess to that. Like, I have not made my health a priority. I have not made taking care of my body a priority, and that's not okay. That is not okay. You know what I'm saying? To whom much is given, much is required. And I think a big part of that requirement is definitely being as healthy as you can possibly be. You know, like I've even started to take a liking to Coach Stormy, believe it or not, right? Coach Stormy, man. And one thing I like, there are things I don't really care for when it comes to Coach Stormy because she can be a lot. But one thing I do, like two things, there are two main things I appreciate about Coach Stormy. Her body is fit. This woman is older than me. Like, her body is fit. Okay? She is like built rock solid. I'm like, dang. Okay. And number two, she has lots of energy. And I think like when you work out a lot, you have lots of energy. It really is true. Like, people who work out are not sluggish. They have loads of energy. So those are the two things I love about her. But I think my favorite thing is I love how much energy she has. It's like she could just keep on going and going and going, like Energizer Bunny out here, you know? So that's something like, that's like, I want to have that level of energy as well, because I don't just want to like do my business, make money, whatever, but I do want to coach other women. I do want to inspire other women. I do want to motivate other women. So when I show up in that space, like, what do I show up looking like, right? What does my energy look like? What does my body language look like? Like, this stuff is real. This stuff is really real, right? Like, if I was to meet Beyonce right now, would I, like, do I fully... And it's not, I'm not, you don't have to put that on yourself. That's just me, right? But my thing is, like, if I was to meet Beyonce right now, like, let's say Beyonce was to call me, okay, Marlene, like, I saw what you did. Come on tour with me for Renaissance, right? Like, if I was to show her, she'll be probably very proud of this. But, like, am I embodying a Beyonce state of mind? Like, do I represent the Beehive? Like, legit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there are tenets to be part of the Beehive, but it's like, when you look at her work ethic, you look at how she gives it her all, like, as a whole. Like, it's the music, it's the dance, it's the choreography, it's the costume, it's the lighting, it's the hair, it's the makeup. Like, Beyonce, it's a whole thing. It's not just pieces of excellence, right? The whole thing is excellent. Like, every piece of it is just freaking phenomenal, right? So you think about these things, right? Like, I think about these things, right? I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what if she was to call me today? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I fit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like, what if I was to go on, like, Good Morning America? You know what I'm saying? Like, would I feel confident with, like, you know, because you never know. You truly never know what everything you've prayed for is going to be answered. So, like they say, I think black women say that often, right? If you stay ready, you ain't got to be ready. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you stay ready, you don't have to be ready. So, like, I definitely want my body to be ready for whatever God is calling me to, right? Whatever, everything I've put out there in the universe, right? All the seeds I put out there, when they do germinate and opportunities, great opportunities present themselves, like, I do want to be ready. You know what I'm saying? I do want to be ready. I could be called to be on the Housewives of Potomac. Like, you don't know, right? And it's like, would I be ready if I was called on the Housewives of Potomac? Like, you know, everybody over there, look, even Karen is way older than me. Look how good she looks. Like, Robin looks good. Like, everybody looks good. Do I want to be the one that has, like, roles? No, absolutely not. Like, no. Like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be fit too. I'm just saying, the vision I have of myself as far as like a mega CEO of like these huge, amazing beauty brands, right? I know for sure that it involves fashion, right? Fashion, especially high fashion. High fashion, it just takes you to a whole nother level. Like, you can be famous, but when you embrace high fashion and when the world of high fashion embraces you back, oh no, you are on a whole level. Like, think of Victoria Beckham. Like, nobody cared for her until she took high fashion seriously and started embracing high fashion. And then it's like, phew, today she went from being the most overlooked Spice Girls to being the most remembered Spice Girl. She's the most relevant Spice Girl to date, right? Even Rihanna. A lot of people did not care for Rihanna's music initially, right? But then Rihanna really started to embrace fashion, right? She really started to embrace fashion. She really started to position herself as like this fashion it girl. And it's like from Puma to Dior to Fenty this, Fenty that. Like, it just propelled her career to a whole nother level, right? Like that's another reason why Kim wanted to be on the cover of Vogue, and she wanted to fight to go to the Met Gala, because like when you are embraced about the world of high fashion, like it just takes you to a whole nother level, right? Like you think of Pat McGrath. Like Pat McGrath, even though she is a phenomenal makeup artist, she has decades in the game, but Pat, she would only do makeup for high fashion shows. Like she doesn't do basic fashion shows. Like she does like these top of the line fashion shows. So that's why she was able to paint the faces of supermodels, because she doesn't do basic fashion shows. I can only wonder how much she gets paid to do like these shows, right? So she's in a whole different league because she plays in a whole different league, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna have to embrace like high fashion, not on some consumerism stuff, but like really like embrace high fashion too, because I do see myself in the world of high fashion. I really do. I really do. I truly do. Like if you want your brands to reach a certain level, you have to be in the world of high fashion. Like you absolutely do. But in the world of high fashion too, like the sizes are limited. Like, you know, like even being a size 8, size 10 is kind of hard, but it's like, don't make it harder on yourself, right? But I do see myself, you know, getting to a point where I can go to like New York Fashion Week and sit front row. I definitely do. I don't see why not. I see myself going to Paris Fashion Week and sitting front row. I really do. And even going backstage. I really do. You know, I really do. I really do see myself going backstage. Like I see myself meeting like Jean-Paul Gaultier. I don't see why not. Yeah, I don't see what's the problem. I see myself meeting Olivier also. I don't see why I mean Olivier, cuckoo. You know what I'm saying? Like I see myself at Balmain fashion shows, like sitting front row. I see myself like Jacques Mus sitting front row. I truly don't see why not. Like I don't see why not. Like I see that for myself. Like I really do. I see myself in the world of high fashion. You know, I remember like years ago, I was like, oh, maybe one day I'll be president of YSL. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do. I don't know about you, but for me, I do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really do. I see myself like that. Like, I see that for my life. You know, just bunch of luxury stuff. Like, I really see myself living a life of like super high luxury. That's why I'm like, either when I lived before, because I believe in reincarnation, I'm like, either when I lived before, I was a very rich woman, or I used to cater to very rich people, because I don't, a lot of things about me just don't make sense, right? So it's like you really have to look the part, you know, and I have to take that seriously, because I know myself. If I get to a certain point and then my body is a problem, I'll go back to being sad again. And even guys, like, you see, this is how you are. You know that if you don't get X, Y, and Z, it's going to make you sad. So make sure that by the time you get to where you're trying to get to, let me look at something real quick. Oh, Lily's Closet. She's so pretty. Hey, Lily's Closet, right? That your body looks the part. And it's true. So I was like, okay, I have to like trust that whatever I cannot fix, God's going to take care of it. And I have to trust that ultimately everything is going to work together for my good. So what I have decided to do, and I hope you join me, we're going to do a 45-day challenge, right? To run 100 miles. Now, you can do 100 miles if you want to. You can do something less if you want to, but at least do 50. So that's about like, you know, a little bit more than, because there's a 45 days. If you do like on some days you do a few more than 1 mile, you can definitely do 50 miles in a month, right? So let's focus on those metrics more so than like the body weight, because for me, I'm really trying to get the love back. I need to get the love back, because once my mind is made up and I get my love back for fitness, I'm going to be unstoppable. I want to be intelligent intellectually. I want to have strong mental fitness, because I write a lot, I meditate a lot, I believe in God, I have my faith, but I also want my body to look like, okay, she takes care of herself. Like, she prioritizes self-care. She prioritizes like getting it in, right? Going to the gym and actually working out. Like, I really want to look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really, really do want to look good. Like, I want to be in my 40s looking good. I want to be in my 50s looking good. I want to be in my 60s looking good. I want to be in my 70s looking good. Like, I want to look good throughout the rest of my life. I don't want to age. Like, when people see me, I want them to be like, oh my gosh, like, does Marlene age backwards? Like, that's just so phenomenal. You understand? Like, that's truly, truly what I want. Like, when I meet Oprah, I want to be like slave for the gods. Like, when I meet Michelle Obama and her body, like when I meet Michelle Obama, like, I want to be fly as her. Like, fly girls, okay? Like, with them knee-high Bottega Veneta boots with the sparkles on, right? So so that's something that, like, I really want to do. So we'll start. Maybe I'll start tonight. But whenever you get to see this video, right? If you want to join me, please let me know. Just say, "Oh, I'll join you, Marlene." And it's nothing crazy. Like, you don't have to focus on how you're eating for now, because that might be a lot for some people. When you start talking about food, it kind of scares people. So maybe for now, like, let's just focus on moving our bodies, just getting to a place where we're moving, we're committed to moving, right? And then we'll take it from there. So for me, it's 45 days, 100 miles. Maybe I'll do more. I don't know. Maybe that'll make me want to do more. So let me be your coach in that. So it's 45 days. It's going to be 100 miles. And even in 6 months, I can make something happen. I know, like, within 6 months, I could easily lose like 20 to 30 pounds in 6 months. So from now until like December, we're gonna be snatched in December. We're gonna have an awesome Christmas. Okay, so but let's just I want to get back to running, and hopefully, by December too, more than losing 10 to 20 pounds, I really want to get back to running a mile under 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Like, I got to get back to my time. I'm doing this one for FloJo. So yes, guys, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. I hope it means a lot to you. So yeah, join me, and let's regain our body backs. I know I did it before. I fell off. I'm gonna do it again. Hopefully I don't fall off, but that's life. You start something, you don't finish it, you go back, you start again, and we're going to keep going until we get it right. And hopefully this is the year that I actually do get it right. You know what I'm saying? So, because I'm like, once I take care of this weight thing, and I really incorporate like fitness as like a real routine in my life, for real, I'm going to be able to do so much more. And there's so many cute outfits. Let me tell you something. There's another baby girl on here, and I've watched her grow. As I remember her when she used to be like friends with James also, like back in the day. Aaliyah's face. Aaliyah's face is probably one of my favorites. Oh, my baby Aaliyah. Two vloggers that I enjoy here on YouTube. Aaliyah's face is one of them. And the other one is my girl Peyton. She's such a Pisces. Peyton Charles, okay? Hey, PayPal. So I'm a low-key PayPal. But the thing about, Peyton, the first time, I don't know if it was like her nose. I don't know what kind of video it was. I was, what is this girl? Like, why is she telling all her business like that? But then, I don't know, one day I started binge watching her videos. If you don't know who Peyton Charles is, I will put her here somewhere, and I'll put her thing in the bio, in the description box. But one day I was just binge watching her videos, and I was like, this girl has to be a Pisces. Like, there is no way she is not a Pisces. And then all of a sudden she was like, oh yeah, you guys, if you're a Pisces, I'm like, oh, I knew it. I just knew she was a Pisces, my little Nemo. But these are like two of my favorite vloggers, right? So Aaliyah's face and Peyton. But when I tell you Aaliyah's face, she just slays for me. I'm like, I just love her clothes. I just love her style. I love her clothes. I love her style. I love her aesthetic. So clean, so simple, so fresh. So it's so nice. It's simple, but it works. It definitely works for me. So I love it so much. I love Payne also. So I can't wait to show up and slay with all these girls too. Like, I'm like, yeah, hold up, I'm coming through. Make room for me. Okay, so and I think like that's the cool thing. Like, that's the cool thing about like being a girl, right? It really is fun to be a girl. I think I kind of forgot how fun it was because I got so like pulled down by the business side of things. But it really is fun to be a girl. Like, even today, like doing my makeup, I didn't want to do my makeup today, but I did it. And I was like, oh, you look good, Mar. Like, yeah, I look good. I look good, girl. I look good, right? But that's part of being a girl. It can be a lot, but it can also be very fun, right? And it's, and sometimes like even as a woman, when you start to lose yourself, the weight, the children, the hormones, And, it's so nice to see other women like living their best life and taking care of themselves and looking good, because then it also like, it's kind of like, I feel triggered. I feel called out. I feel disrespected. Like, you know what I'm saying? And this outfit fit me, and I have this like, I envision like this outfit with these wide-legged pants and this like bralette type of situation, right? I just see all these phenomenal outfits, like, and that's another reason why I'm also excited to move back to DC, because DC has a lot of great hairstylists. There's this girl in DC named Dominique. Ooh, she you've seen her work before. You've seen her work on House of the Potomac. She, like, when I see her work, I just know it's her, and I'm like, I need to get back to the old Marlene, like the makeup, the hair. Oh, y'all, I used to love me some hair. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the hair, the fitness, like looking, I just need to slay. Like, ooh, I'm so ready for that. Like, I am just so ready. I'm doing it like in doses, but I'm like, I am so ready. I look forward to be back in DC, because it's going to be oh girl, we're going to bring it back. It's going to be better than before. I see like ponytails, like half up, half down ponytails with the wave, like the mermaid waves, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, I just see so much. Like, I just see, you guys, I'm going to be serving so much like fabulousness. I don't even think you're ready. Oh, Lord Jesus. You guys, when I tell you, you will see me at fashion shows, you'll be like, Marlene, like, I'm going to make you proud. Like, I'm going to make you so proud. Like, I'm even going to make your kids proud. I'm even going to make your grandkids proud, okay? I'm going to make you so proud. Like, you won't even know what to do with yourself. Like, you won't even have a reason to not act, because I'm going to make you so proud. Like, even now, like, my hair underneath, like, is braided, because I'm not showing my hair I'm not letting my hair out until December, because I'm hoping like my leave out can be like down to here. I want my leave out to like be right here, somewhere here, right? So, because the longer the leave out, the better the weave. Girl, the longer the leave out, the better the weave. When I tell you the leave out about to be leaving, okay? The leave out about to be leaving, okay? Like, it's just going to be so beautiful, you guys. Like, I wish you could just tap into what I see in my head, like just the opulence of it, like just the opulence of it. I don't know, y'all. It's about to be a beautiful life. You know, like, remember that movie, like the Christmas movie where he wants to hurt himself? Then he was like, no, he's not going to do it because it's a beautiful life, right? It's a beautiful life. It's about to be a beautiful life. It's about to be a beautiful story. It is about to be a beautiful comeback. It is about to be a beautiful health journey. It is about to be beautiful abundance. Like, it's just going to be so beautiful. It's going to be so beautiful and so amazing. I cannot wait. But with everything great, we got to take baby steps, right? So those baby steps involve our 45-day 100-mile challenges. Okay, so in 45 days we're going to do 100 miles. I hope you join me. Follow me also on Instagram, fit_by_Lena. Please send me a DM if you're joining, so maybe I can put us all into one big old DM group. The DMs are always lit. Put us all in a big DM group, right? And we're going to stack these miles together, and then we'll add our miles individually, and then we'll add our miles collectively. Ooh, about to be a lot of miles, y'all. So we're going to do it all. We're going to do business. We're going to do beauty. We're going to do fitness. We're going to do mental health. We're going to do journaling. Like, we're going to take care of ourselves as a whole, not just pieces of, but as a whole. And I look forward to being able to even get back to doing makeup tutorials. Like, I know makeup tutorials don't get as many views as they used to, but I don't really care about that. Like, I don't really care. Who cares? Like, when you love something, you have to do it. So I look forward to also getting back to the days, like having more time so I can also do like makeup tutorials, but I need more time for that, because if I try to do too much too soon, I'm going to feel overwhelmed. And when I feel overwhelmed, I stop doing. Right? So today, let's just go with like 2 videos or 2 to 3 videos every Sunday, and then see how that goes for at least like a month or 2 months. Right? And once I'm really good at that, then I can start adding on more to my plate. Okay, but I look forward to like showing you looks like this look I did today with the B palette, and these are the new lashes from the lashes, but they're part of the B palette though, right? Body care, skin care, like, you know, I look forward to having like a full schedule here on the channel, but just baby steps for now. Just baby steps for now, but I'm super excited. So I hope you're excited too. I hope you join me. And with that being said, enjoy your day, enjoy the rest of your week. If you've missed some of the past videos, make sure you check them out. There are a lot of videos, and let's pray to God that he gives me more strength and more courage, and cheers to more videos to come. All right. So I'll see you guys next time. And with so much love, I say goodbye and thank you for spending time with me. All right. Bye.